Good day, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, kings and queens. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. As always, welcome to Facts and Opinions. Let's talk about it. I'm your man, Corey Mack, C Mac. And as always, I've sent out that peace and love. I sent out that peace and love. So, as always, full disclosure, I do not own the copyrights to any of these videos that I'm using in my opinionated podcast. Please show these people the love, show these people the likes, whatever it may be that you feel necessary. But please drop down in the comment section, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps the algorithms. It helps me grow, helps me bring you more material. That is a fact. Even though I like just doing this for fun, but it helps. So with that being said, we're gonna get into this. Let's talk about it. Facts and opinion. Your man Corey Mack, and I will be talking with Mr. Pete Kaliner from the WBT 1110 AM radio station. So Mr. Pete Kaliner, WBT 1110 AM radio station. Please, if y'all want to feel free to call in the radio station, you're more than welcome. 1-800 WBT 1110. Tell them Corey sent you. All right, let's go.
Fox News reports North Carolina is ranked 9th in the country for human trafficking, according to data from the National Human Trafficking Hotline.
Now, he said North Carolina was ranked what again, y'all? All right. I have for you right here. You just tell me in my line. But if you see on the screen, it says number 10 is Oregon. Number 9 is South Dakota. Number 8 is California. Number 7 is New Mexico. Number 6 is Florida. Number 5 is Louisiana. Number 4 is Missouri. Missouri comes in again at a number 3. Georgia at number 2. And number 1, Nevada. But old Pete here, he wants to put North Carolina on the map.
In 2024, the state identified 301 cases of human trafficking involving 580 victims.
300 something, but you got 500 victims?
Right to your smartphone or tablet. And again, thank you so much for your support.
Tell me if I heard that wrong.
Fox News reports North Carolina is ranked 9th in the country for human trafficking, according to data from the National Human Trafficking Hotline. In 2024, the state identified 301 cases of human trafficking involving 580 victims.
300 cases, but you got 500 victims? $300 cases, 500 victims, not 500 cases with 500 victims. I don't know.
By the way, the Darien Gap, that's the place down in Central America, this really dangerous course that illegal aliens go through in order to make their way up to the border. They were seeing like 500,000 crossings a year under Biden, and then the safest thing is to not make that trip where they will be abused. They'll be robbed, they'll be raped, they'll be kidnapped, trafficked. Right? That's what happens along the human smuggling routes.
Look at these human smuggling routes.
You know, to defend this kind of a system and this open border philosophy, Democrat, to me, the mask is off now for Democrats. Like this,
some people ain't
what they
like
want is amnesty for everybody that's here. And I've gone over before in the last hour, predominantly impact on elections. There are many reasons.
100.
And that's what's got them agitated about the enforcement actions. All right, a lot of people weighing in on this. I got a bunch of messages to get.
Yeah, full disclosure, I love calling in on talk radio. I like talking to Mr. Pete Kaliner. I like talking to Brent Warnable. I call him Mr. P, Mr. B. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is to cordially hold yourself on the radio when you do call in. So please, y'all call in and tell them Corey from Charlotte sent you.
And I'll circle back Pisaki style to the human trafficking story. First, let me start with the phones. And this is Corey. Welcome to the show. Hello, Corey. How are you?
Hey, sir. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Sure.
Just as someone sitting in the middle of the Democrat Republican debacle, I'm wondering how are these people able to just point out someone and say yes they're illegal, round them up. Then when they get them downtown, they may not be. Then they may be. It's like a fishing expedition that both parties are coming up with verbiage to allow this type of behavior to go on in the name of politics.
All right, so
it's a fair question. I'll be wondering, and I don't know if y'all do, but when y'all look at these videos, do y'all not ask yourself, how did they know to get out the damn car and grab that particular person? How did they know to get out the damn vehicles and go in that particular building and get those particular people? Just want to know, how did they know to do it? That was all I want to know. But when I tell you conservatives and Republicans, they speak with a forked tongue, trust and believe they double-sided in the game. And if anybody wants to bring up something that Democrats done, please, by all means, bring it. Let's talk about it. I'm in the middle. I am not a liberal. I am not a conservative. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a constitutionalist. I'm not a damn patriot. I'm not a damn fucking American flag lover. I'm not a fucking American national anthem lover. None of that.
I'll ask you exactly what the question I want to see the governor address, which is
he wants to see the governor be addressed with a tongue-in-cheek question.
What is your evidence to support this claim?
Here's where my evidence would be. Well, when you grab that certain person, you can't even tell me if they're illegal or illegal.
You don't. No. What's your evidence to support your claim that Border Patrol does not know who it is that they're picking up?
Because when I go to ask you after you pick them up, are they illegal or illegal, you can't answer it.
Simple. If I ask you, hey, that person's illegal, right? Yes, they are. They're on the list. I got them name right here. Miguel, Sultana. I got them right here. They're from Sawanakana. They're from all that 80. No bueno, no bueno, no bueno. They're not doing that. They're just snatching these people up and telling you to get the hell on, move back. This ain't none of your business. Then if you try to make it your business by asking questions or videoing, you now are in fucking possession of them. That's crazy.
Are you saying me, or are you talking about Border Patrol?
Border Patrol.
Border Patrol.
Of these cases.
Right. Border Patrol has said they have compiled lists of the people that they're going after, and that's who they're prioritizing. But if other people get in their way, if other people
that's wrong. That's wrong for them to get in the way.
Right. No, get in the way, or if they are there, or if they are on, like if they, like, you know, you're walking down the street and they're targeting you. And
full disclosure, y'all already know I'm brown skinned. Full disclosure, you already see Mr. P, full Caucasian. Why he chose to make me the illegal in his scenario speaks me. But I didn't dawn on me until after I got off the phone with him. Like, Mr. P made me the fucking illegal.
I'm walking with you, and I'm also illegal. We're both illegal, but you're on the list. I'm not.
We're both illegal. I'm on the list, but you're not. Okay.
And they show up to take you. They're going to ask me. And if I'm not legal, then I have no proof that I should be here. If I am legal, then I should be, by law, carrying my identification papers and my permits to be here.
True.
Identification and permits to be here. Where have we heard that language before? Where have we heard that type of verbiage before?
That's the simplistic thinking. But how did they contract this list if they don't even have the documentation to prove that they're illegal?
Arrest records.
So now they're going off the arrest records, visual identification when they jump out.
Right. So
sort of like how they misconstrued the guys hanging up Christmas lights, just misidentification.
Well, sure. That's what no, I mean, seriously, like if they are looking for somebody and they know, like, for example, a lot of people came in with the asylum program that Joe Biden illegally, unconstitutionally implemented and mass asylum everybody.
Yes,
well, part of that asylum program was the CBP app. This was a phone app. So people applied for asylum and gave up their information to the federal government.
Now, I just told you, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. They're all in bed with each other. That was the game. That was part of the game that Biden done. If, in fact, that's the tool, the tactic that they're using, the database that these people who were quote unquote seeking asylum or whatever came in and used that damn database, used them phones, used them apps. They're going into the apps. They're going into the database. They're looking at these people on the list and they're going after them. Ooh, tricky game.
So they just took that database and went around looking for those people in the database.
Seems logical to me, right?
Seems logical to me, right? I told you, they speak with a forked tongue. They speak with a forked tongue. That's not the answer to the question. Seems logical to me. No, what seems logical is that you would use that as your tool and your tactic to go after people that thought they was using the app, thought they was using the tool, thought they was using the database for a whole nother reason. So now everybody should start thinking about giving up your information and your data. Everybody should start thinking about that shit.
If you know that you're going to cross-reference people who went through the asylum.
So why are they making so many mistakes of picking up people who are not illegal?
How many mistakes have they made so far in Charlotte?
It's too much.
How many?
How are they making?
You don't know.
See,
Corey, you don't know of any. We don't have any information that anybody was actually picked up that's not an illegal alien.
So they done made 100% correct.
I don't know
so far.
No, I don't know. I'm telling you, we don't.
I don't know.
No, Corey,
so you can't dispute that they're not making mistakes.
I don't know if they're making mistakes, and you don't either. That was the point of me asking you, because you made an assertion. I asked for your evidence. We
know they made mistakes. They tried to snatch motherfuckers out the tree, hanging up Christmas lights. They tried to snatch, which they got all these. And I started to think something. Like I said, folks, this is a crazy game that they play. Look on these TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Certain videos are viral, just certain ones. Out of all the damn people with phones, just certain videos make it through to our algorithms. Just certain ones, right? So they want to show you how, they pulled the man over, he had the ID, they let him go. Oh, they pulled him over again, they had the ID. See, they done ran up in the school. They done ran up in the church. Wonder who's working with who, passing off information. Y'all drop down over in the comment section. Let me know now. Let me know what you're thinking.
I'm asking an opinion about this because
you're just guessing.
Understand the logic.
Right. You don't understand what
how
logic.
You're getting this information. How are you able to determine someone is illegal without documentation in your possession?
Right. So as I said, these are people that were arrested on charges, many of whom then went through our jail and were released by our sheriff because he does not cooperate with ICE. So
I just like to know why he didn't cooperate too.
Because he ran on a platform of not cooperating with ICE back in 2018. He said, "Elect me, Democrat."
There was something in the policy that he didn't like. I just like to know.
No, he was opposed to working with ICE on immigration stuff. That's why he ran on a promise of scrapping the 287G program. And that's what got him through the Democrat primary and got him into office.
So the program needs to be looked into to see why he didn't want to go along with it.
No, there's nothing about the program that makes him not want to go along with it. It's he didn't want to go along with it. The program.
He's stubborn?
Yes.
He's just stubborn?
He's a sociopathic, narcissistic, stubborn guy. Absolutely.
Yeah. The gentleman that he speaks so candidly of, the gentleman that he speaks so
that in Texas,
highly of, the sheriff. Oh, Sheriff McFadden, right? I wanted to know, why would they say you don't want to cooperate with the program? Why they give you such a hard time? Why?
DHS said this morning that they've arrested more than 100 people, alleging that they have criminal backgrounds. Are you happy with that? Are you skeptical of those numbers and who has been detained?
Well, I said I am. Because, see, when we say criminal background, trespassing is a criminal background. We don't know who they are arresting, and we don't know why they are arresting them. A better maneuver would...
So you see what I'm saying? When you jump out that damn car and you go snatch up Jose, Hector, Jesus, Joseph, Mary, when you go snatch them up and somebody say, hey, why you snatching them up? And you got no answer. You don't want to give no answer. You're being desensitized. You're being programmed to accept what you're seeing. That's the only thing that's the logic that I come out of. That's the logic I come up with.
Would have been if they had to come to the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office and say, Sheriff, we want to make your city safer. Let's arrest all of your violent criminals that you have outstanding warrants on in my warrant repository. That would have been good. Even if they want to stay an extra 2 days and say, Sheriff, we want to make sure that your city is safe. We're going to arrest people who have active criminal warrants. And I think that most people don't understand this is a big word play. When they say criminal...
I understand what you're saying, Sheriff. I understand what you're saying. They speak with a forked tongue. They speak with a forked tongue. I'm with you. I understand it, folks. I love this game.
He's a sociopathic, narcissistic, stubborn guy. Absolutely. Yes, I've covered it in great detail over the years. That's why I call him Gary, not my fault, McFadden, because nothing is ever his fault.
I understand.
Come on. Did that man sound anything like what Pete said?
Going to arrest people who have active criminal warrants. And I think that most people don't understand this is a big word play. When they say criminal backgrounds, do you have a list of those people, or after you arrest them that you found out that they had a criminal background? Now, are you taking these people under the criminal aspect of this or the civil aspect of immigration? There's two differences. There's a civil part and there's a criminal part. Are you detaining and arresting these people under the civil part? That means you can just deport them, or you arrest them under the criminal part, which you have to come before a judge. And that means that if you were here illegally, we arrest you for that. If you were here illegally after deportation, that is also a criminal charge. So we have no idea what the charges are that they are detaining and or arresting these people, and they are not coming to my facility.
They're not coming to my facility. Where are these people going? When they snatch these people up, put them up in them daggone cars, come on, folks. Come on, folks. If that shit is not scary to you, if that shit is not unnormal to you, if that shit does not put you in a paranoid thinking of, and when I say paranoid, I ain't trying to get you to be all out of it, but if it does not trigger your brain cells to think, the sheriff said y'all ain't bringing them down there to the jail. Where y'all taking them? If that's not a natural question for you to pass, you are part of the damn problem. You are psychologically part of the damn problem.
One of the other things, too, that we've noticed just based off of our research while coming here is that this is a community and county that touts itself as it relates to inclusivity in terms of the immigrant population. Have you at all noticed a trend either way based off of statistics in terms of folks that have been apprehended were here illegally? Or?
We don't have any idea who they have apprehended.
Okay.
We don't have any idea who these people picking up. Matter of fact, I do you one even better. We don't even know these people, right? We don't even know these people.
Everyone wants to be safe in their communities. But the actions of too many federal agents are doing the exact opposite in Charlotte. We've seen masked, heavily armed agents in paramilitary garb driving unmarked cars, targeting American citizens based on their skin color, racially profiling and picking up random people in parking lots and off of our sidewalks.
Well, hold on. Hold on, let's be fair. What did Pete say?
He didn't cooperate, too.
Because he ran on a platform of not cooperating with ICE. Reference people who went through the asylum.
So why are they making so many mistakes of picking up people who notifications when they jump out?
Right, so
sort of like how they misconstrued the guys hanging up Christmas lights, just misidentification.
Well, sure. That's what no, I mean, seriously, like if they are looking for somebody and they know, like, for example, a lot of people came in with the asylum program that Joe Biden illegally, unconstitutionally implemented and mass asylum everybody.
Yes,
well, part of that asylum program was the CBP app. This was a phone app. So people apply.
So that's how he say they getting them right. That's how he say.
Going after landscapers simply decorating a Christmas tree in someone's front yard and entering church.
Now, did you hear what he just said? Going after landscapers decorating a tree, hanging up Christmas lights. Do y'all not remember just a couple seconds ago when I said there's certain video, quote unquote, that's going viral? That's the one we all see right here in Charlotte. If they got a list of who they're going after, how did they make the mistake of going after two landscapers hanging up Christmas lights that an old elderly white lady hired? She called them. She paying them. She had to get some information about it. This shit crazy.
Churches and stores to grab people. This is not making us safer. It's stoking fear and dividing our community. The government.
Now, when I said to you, paranoid, fear, when I said those things to you, I also said just a while back, we're being programmed. We're being desensitized. These are things that are designed to stoke fear into certain civilizations, certain groups of people. That is a no-brainer. You can watch this shit on Stephen King. You can watch this shit on FX. You can watch this shit in the movies, go home and talk about it. Y'all watch all these damn movies, Days In, Sniper 9. Y'all watch all of these movies, sit back, drink a beer, and smoke cigars or whatever, and talk about them as if you know every fucking thing. But this right here, it can't even break your skull. It can't even break. This is great.
I don't know. I'm telling you, we don't.
I don't know.
No, Corey, I asked.
You can't dispute that they're not making.
No, he's just opposed. Story. He's opposed to working with ICE on immigration stuff. That's why he ran on a promise of scrapping the 287G program, and that's what got him through the Democrat primary and got him into office.
So the program needs to be looked into to see why he didn't want to go along with.
No, there's nothing about the program that makes him not want to go along with it. It's he didn't want to go along with it. The program.
He's stubborn.
Yes.
He's stubborn?
He's a sociopathic, narcissistic, stubborn guy. Absolutely. Yes, I've covered it in great detail over the years. That's why I call him Gary, not my fault McFadden, because nothing is ever his fault.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
He ran on the platform. He did so to win the Democrat primary because that's where the incentive lies for that voter base.
We We do have a lot of psychological politicians out here on both sides of the fence. I do agree.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Well, it definitely takes a certain type of personality to get into that line of work. No doubt about that.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. All right, Corey. I appreciate the call, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
We have not been given that information whatsoever. We don't know any of that. So we don't know who they have. And I tell anybody, good luck. Please let us know.
How, in a different world, how common is it to collaborate on the federal, state, and local level, regardless of an operation?
Well, we do it well if you want to do it. We are known to collaborate with the federal authorities. I've been in law enforcement for 44 years. When I had ICE here, I said, if you look at all of my awards or cooperation, your federal agency is the only one that I don't have an award for, or we have not seen that cooperation. Being in law enforcement for 44 years, it is now uncommon ground because of immigration. DEA, ATF, FBI, all of that has been great. A personal story. My son works for a company. Some ex-FBI agents went to that company to do business. When he told them his last name, they instantly said, is your father Sheriff Gary McFadden, who was a homicide detective? Those FBI agents remember the relationship that we have. DEA, ATF, everybody has this great relationship. But we are fighting with DPS. We are somewhat not on the great grounds with immigration, but we can come to these grounds because we all say that we want the same thing, but are we working towards it? If you come to my city,
How does that sound like somebody who's egotistic?
And then we move on.
Psychopath.
Do what you have to. If you need us, we can support you.
How does any of that sound like? Folks, please drop down in the comment section. Let me know. Like I said, it's a word game. It's a fear game. All of it. I just saw a video on TikTok before I got on here where they pulling those some Native Americans, right? I don't like I said something about these videos. But the man said, hey, are y'all legal legal citizens of America? She say, shit, we the first ones to be citizens of America. What about you? Are you from America? The man said, yes. She said, you a damn lie. You just as brown as me. We didn't cross the border crossed us. I said, oh, Lord, Plymouth Rock. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on. Man, come on. Y'all drop down in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you feel. Hey, if I'm off my rocker, I ain't making no sense whatsoever. You let me know. You put it in the comment section. This is your man, Corey Mack, C-Mac, Factz and Opinions. Let's talk about it. I appreciate y'all joining the live. I appreciate y'all coming in. Everybody, peace and love. Peace and love. Y'all be safe.